okayfm 101.7.
Lawyer Godwin Edudzie Tamakloe, aid the former President Mahama, were a private legal practitioner. Yene ne NGK enkomo. Mirror Council, me mo channel pay.
No comment. Leafia major so.
Abako die.
Ogwa bi adaro black na.
Ami. Enura no.
Me wan say 2012 te amicus.
Mete. Ena lawyer si bi so kura pie mu ba ye lawyer Senanu. Kobla Senanu o ga say o say obeda court no se no wa bre. Oh, ena okay ayi Benoni amekuji. We say no ti we expect say be say hu bibi sa.
But me so far the baby sam me do it.
Ebe fepa. Na nura moko pie court over the petition amodi akoda apex court of the land, the Supreme Court. Na ehun ama ne bot say.
Yo, black me dan say. Wa woni say 30th day of December na aja H. John Dramani Mahama invoke the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Article 64 with a petition alleging infractions under Article 63(3) of the 1992 Constitution, among other things. In this petition, a very brief, concise petition, to the apex court of the land. Now, I think the next 2 days or so, I'm not assuming checking the processes. Then our first respondent and our second respondent, and this time EC and Nanado Dankwe Kufado, almost finally the FNO answer to the petition. First, almost entire appearance through their respective lawyers in Miami Senior, Akoto Ampao. Entire appearance from the law offices of Akufo-Addo and Prempeh, and the senior Justin Amenuvo, and also entire appearance for the Electoral Commission first respondent. Now,
Aye, Aloye. Momre muno, so obi ba from pa ye ka so obi enter appearance as ye kire say and na we deposit to affidavit no and also kire say na me kakra
mate na the akoba no say by way of public education obi esamao ewo quota. There are different processes that you use. Ebi oho a motion, ebi oho a writ of summons, ebi oho a petition. So essentially, these 3 ways in a year, it may somehow be at the court. Ninja no emra echere ekwanya obetmedia at the upper court. So, for instance, say a human right, and na okase obi a violate here. Emra say bra court with application. That's a motion. Wasase in obi a take here, obi issue the event writ of summons. Na eba election embrani is specific, or say come by way of a petition. Strictly speaking, inti sebio uko issue writ of summons about election yebebuegu. Yebebuegu. It is a parliamentary emrano so chese for parliamentary election high court in kwan bit made in one some. Na say high court ni di assembly we na woni high court ni ye adwenya utimi appeal eba court of appeal would court of appeal na no untimi nkɔ any view. Nti ebia mama parliamentary way my file petition high court enemy anyadwe. I can only go to the court of appeal and that ends it. About presidential, the only way I'll be to me call a Supreme Court and no other court. And I'm sure said the policy rationale and they say that is about the presidency. So what I say, the primus inter pares. Intina Bibiano, it is Supreme Court adjudged for in adjudicating on presidential election. Now, okay, my deposit to an affidavit. I would say affidavit evidence taking. There are many ways I take evidence. Obi oho, oba kojina witness box no. Na dia o kano. Yacho atoho. But before obeka sano, obeka say ubedi intem. Sesa ne kano. You take obekantam. They can't him. But before obeka we no obe take the oath. Obe swear. Anything I usually maybe do you want to affirm? Do you want to swear by the Quran? Do you want to swear by the Bible? Into the obeka biano. And some now obeka subsequently no. Wouldn't try it amounts to perjury. Into no affidavit a form of evidence, testimony. But this time no ombejina witness boss o draw. Now we are now they are command the FN commissioner of oath. Now commissioner of oath no the okotna court dama nanka ube take Bible, ube take Quran no. Oba koye the same thing with the commissioner of oath. And then the can say, I am deposing to an affidavit.
Oh, okay. Now just me ka asama me dia ban hontam.
Me ka asama me dia ban hontam. Into na kobana sana judge no ensan fro into the witness box. When me say the waka no eno any nsema waka under oath. And that's why you depose. Difference in they say who issue rater and somehow waka no and yet evidence. A factual statement can walk. And into Osha, for instance,
Petition. Difference what factual statement, any evidence, and so you say,
yo, one would say, yeah, petition, and now we should rate of someone, in some what try to muno, a factual averment, a factual in some AC in our can
any animal say. He averred that.
It affidavit no, and yet averment a deposition. But over statement of case, any statement of claim, and then we can one. Oh, aver. Oh, can say way in a AC, way na minimum say AC. Intina, yeah, they be a can say. Statement of claim won't provide the evidence, but affidavit will provide the evidence. That's the difference.
Oh, okay. Okay.
For instance, petition you say you are under no obligation to provide evidence in the petition. Yours is to indicate say mefa enipa so ama o ma be di asem na mame. Into ye petition is here. H. John Dramani Mahama, a idea was stated in the petition, they say, at the trial, you call 5 witnesses. In JBA, your call case management on Tuesday, I judge a phone back. I say, one may key this specific allegation in so and so paragraph, so and so. First of all, provide the FN of further and better particulars. But what I say, provide further and better particulars. Who can be say waha? Who can be say waha? So provide further and better particulars. Who we are a bit hawk a year or opponent in a bear a show at their backcourt so so ni say na papa ya account say a course so obet me provide a further and better particular so you bet me I responded properly and then a court will give an opportunity for those further and better particulars to be presented. So that stage, into the next stage, a lot of things will happen. It is at that stage now, be a court no grab it me I'm out direction. So okay, why indicate is for 5 witnesses? Well, witnesses no under the Evidence Act no. They're not and say, my witness no, abet na witness box no. Now, why are the friend? You lead the witness to give the evidence in chief. Only panel we know man the evidence in chief no we are. No why are the friend of cross examination. We cross examination now. Courts no be the opportunity for re-examination, if any. We are first witness, second witness, third witness, fourth, fifth. We are now say, my lord, I close my case.
I see. Now, I'm not one.
We are then the first respondent, and so any witness, beba. Then now, once you beat me, then, for instance, Abia, me, and the first witness for H. John Dramani Mahama. Beba, Chachube lead me. We are then, yes, and I maneuver our lawyer for EC. About the crosses and mimi. We are Nambi Senior Kutuan Pow, in Swabed, Abe crosses and mimi. Sahani, if you are, Afi, maybe I say Peter McMahon, a bear witness, Ama, Nado Danko Kufadua. Or no so beba, na Kutuan Pow, Elidino, no man evidence in chief. We are then, me senior, our lady, Chachishata, Babe crosses and mino. Ovia say si lawyer a person cross examiner no sabe ebia or dream said work and na correct obeka so no there's no need for cross examination by me sa ne be if you we na judge for na ka say your mamo a day for you to address us, that is you file your legal arguments, then a day to be set for judgment.
Oh wow.
But one we said, but there is some new reform. I have friend of witness statements. In the instead, so be free witness. No aba, I feel no aba be leadino. Amana canan sama dabi. Or say fatocrat so precope. Intino lawyer ni nunya ba. The next thing and they say court no be adopted the witness statement as the evidence in chief. Omunya wia. The next thing is cross-examination. Into a process, so you're fast and quick.
Yeah, quite in nature, and say, ba, a bebuama, a temu, I intend
into the reform, Eddie Aba, the CNN says, say, I feel now, Babe, evidence in chief, and this annual man derby immediately at once.
Immediately at once by force.
Yeah,
and no call you no, no ye amendment be. Namsa sad way, and who was someone mutimuankasa, mo political opponents, Amuni or Musia Gams. Ah, come on, a petition, crama mistake. Baby, I ye namasano. The Muya Nanka, I drag for yam prince or Mamas and Kamusibu Bunium. Sir, and from Swano, Yana a bow bra one more type one.
Oh, one who say, oh, as a lawyer, oh yeah, some of these processes are, your focus is on the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
What you are looking for from the courts. The facts now, which not so. And not for you, no, that is the real deal. Because, and in all of this, behind me, Emma, has to facts be of why H. John Dramani Mahama a pleaded a petition, and no credit. That be because that is the real deal. Sometimes, you know, in the process that maybe now in the beginning now draft process, no, we are still. Obama Ebia na Kufuado aye first respondent. Na EC aye second respondent. Then we been so the opinion be so that the election was organized by EC. So the problem is about what EC did. So let EC be the first respondent and not we. A lot of this discussion goes on. In Tibia, at the time we put first respondent in your relief, no. Now you are keeping Ebiana Akufo-Addo as the first respondent. We effective correction, no. Why you say go back to your relief session, no. So a lot of things played out. What I say, but that's just by the by. The matter say your political opponents no more can say, oh, the ECA no a sebi mistake. Kwame say me breach the 1992 Constitution. Now court declare. I can just go to the court and say, oh, it's a mistake. And that ends it. Main some story be there was one court registrar be in Sebio Bibisa by into Rollins etu anamo in Aja of fire no. Into registrar and then just quickly Oba Supreme Court say the dismissal na efi Rollins on Rollins and Yajin. Supreme Court any no Yajin so to be big crana a judicial council in the was to me over the registrar and your man penny. So just such a thing won't mean can so people make mistake. In fact, we should Justice Bega the ruling na the portion of the judgment, or can I say, Rollins, dear son, dear, or a man penny, but he relies in the words of Judge Bega, the creme de la creme, for the advice, as we to an among the bar, the judicial council, all these people. So, when to me and 24 as to what he should do and why, then it's a costly quote unquote mistake. In the lawyer for you would the FNO usually you use the word diminis, Latin word near diminis, trivia, and weights. What I say, and I say the law does not look at trivial matters. The focus of the law is on grievous matters. First year law student who do a book be or higher learning the law. Granville Williams, the but said you a bad declaration of result, Brakwame, a constitutional responsibility. Wouldn't we say? That responsibility, no. Yam far more bia except the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. And usually I can say when it comes to presidential election, the returning officer, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, the chairperson, and you're a deputy cry, and you'll be a view, a your non qua. Now, responsibility of performance, a constitutional responsibility. And yes, say Electoral Commission chairperson between Abidina Simpie so Akazu the declaration of election result or the 10 commandments in the channel to be said on Dabi. It is only the Constitution, and it is in Article 63. Or say Mampini Biao or Mamuhano before the returning officer between declare. So, only man penino. It has say only 50% plus of the valid vote cast. Kwame, Sebio, so that it doesn't look like me discussing a case. So, we say by law, and now over a mathematics kakra, what sense are the enso kakra? So nim numerator and denominator. Anna.
Aye.
Sebio say denominator and necessary quotient na be the same.
Baby.
Can
I cry near Wadibi? Now you're the year accounting reckoner.
Exactly. Into no, baby sakoba na yakoto ababa ako na would denominator no assessment 5 times. Now oba bontin beka say quotients no be the same thing. People begin to ask questions and that has nothing to do with a transpositional issue. First and second responder. In any case, what fellow will answer credit that.
okayfm.
The lawyer for Mr. Kufado acknowledges that he is the second respondent through the appearance of our filing. The lawyer for Senior Freno, EC, while enter appearance, our acknowledges that or no, any Senior Freno, the first respondent. So there is no doubt whatsoever as to who and who the reliefs and the claims about, which is entirely different from what happened on the night. Back when we see our studio, maybe some more. Electoral Commissioner Gazette of the presidential election, and it's dated the 9th. Osimi, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, on the 9th day of December 2020, do hereby make this instrument declaring the presidential election results, blah, 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 blah. Besides the CRC, figure Ben in order year that instrument on the 9th, Obey Chairman.
Ebia, I might not be able to tell it off head, but me kobia.
No, and yes, say a public, yes, say a free BB Gazette, it means a public thing.
Document, yeah.
Public document. So there are clear issues. Yeah, they are caught so. I judge the phone in you. Incidentally, we share the answers FEC and Kufado. They acknowledge say Bibisa also, except to say say and yes significant. Let the court decide that one. And yes, at least you've admitted. Say, in fact, Mimi Tia Tamakloe, and I election when soon we saw no your campaign manager. Emma Nanado Dankwe Kufato. And yes, sir. And I mean who know a court. Our Nankasa or your interview, I think with Joy FM News Night. On Nankasa, they are two jazz. Omokra war information extra crasy. Electoral Commission Major Mahama voter won't deserve it. Seriously, say a Ghana election, and yes election. The Electoral Commission will to me to give even John Mahama voter won't deserve it. Then that is the more reason why this election has a problem.
Now, Obi bisa say, mo lawyer for mu say, ebetimi aba infractions, ebetimi aba mu we malpractice, ebetimi abem, but maybe it might not be enough to affect the electoral results in totality.
Lawyer Ben a cancer. Lawyer Ben, media principle are principle, Anna.
Oh, no, correct.
Then Nanado Dankwe Kupado Ejna so echo a petition call 2012. Even to the extent say polling station and a pink sheet having the same serial number was enough reason for him to go to court. Anna at that time no na Sebi with the man that way so no knew what he was about.
New.
So what are we talking about? What kind his lordship that is a near the dissenting opinion and the views
Okay,
in the 2013 judgment of the Supreme Court on the petitioner Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo de call for what kind of?
Makai but me you a fika crowd. I mean, come a copy of the judgment to
He took the view, said those statutory infractions, once proven, must lead to the annulment of the votes.
Even in its minutest form.
Yes. Anything I mean, business. What kind of view in the judgment, voluminous on such infractions, Anna? Go there. It's there.
Now, the world over, you bet me a trouble, and now maybe bet me a trouble without say you bet me a can say, oh, I had no. There were be a certain jurisdiction near who say be a overvoting be kakre be a koso. Now, say no, in his view, just
is there anything like small overvoting?
There be theft is theft, thievery.
Sebio. In fact, when we're analyzing the pink sheet, I mean, just aside, in one polling station, I think Tra SDA, something very strange. In fact, you know, that this time registration happened in phases. In Tra SDA, I think 1 or 2, I'll get the way. You say, police station album na ye omudema political party na for 49 Pendeguso. And the understanding that we got was that it was one of the last polling stations to have the registration. People have moved to register elsewhere. When they go to that particular polling station, na enyoma ayeden akofom editor in terms of the number. So they register only 49. Meanwhile, the pin sheet for Tra SDA, it says in NIPA 475 in the Twaba. So how can a polling station with registered number 49, you bet to about over 400, I bet to about. Now, Brother Kwame, you see, elections a year, the means by which Timemufu decided A, B, C, D, and candidate in 2 or through election. Kingmakers no be here. Maybe or they will go to soothsayer and so what is answer no. They will go to a soothsayer. Or say we na nanom say ombedi adie. Wa ni epejano. Ni edina kwehye dan bi mu sometime for 30 days. Then finally ni yina abontin. That is selection through a soothsayer. And that is how they were electing or selecting their leaders. In a year no ya ko school, yes ye ni made ye wonyansa ye wode. And yes ye de ye mpesu say ya so be select leader my ye per election. 1 man 1 vote. And so if 1 man 1 vote, now at the end uko share so nipa 30 na wa, by the end of the day 39 out wa ba. Also we dey a Nike per endorse. Into any man in Yinaosa. It will undermine your democracy. It will make mockery of your democracy. This is a Democrat, then let's play by the rules. Because yes, 2024, Black Kwame, the basically the Abiana in Yemain.
Ayi dia modia kota court
Sebi where the Shedia courts will teach him South and many other places because they are in court. I don't want to go into it. If all these things are proven, if all these things are proven, if all these things are not resolved, in 2024, Obiabe declare results as he wish. Obia be declare. Because now we know, say, an electoral commission returning officer can look at pink sheets, no, declare different things. So it's no longer an election by a selection by a returning officer. Then in 2024, everybody will decide. It's a very simple matter. It's a very, very simple matter. Kwame, you have observed elections from 1992 to date. When abattoir ya toa a soldier for I get deeply involved than this 2020 election result. Kwame, you are very old. You have seen government.
I'm not very old.
No, what I'm trying to say is exactly.
Oh, okay. I
better than I have.
In that context, yeah.
Exactly. You see, there may be a change in say, well, any time in the election, you militarize our democratic process than this, Anna. Me, during registration, I mean, who's soldier for me? So, maybe a way registration, deployment to vote, and this annual money, so maybe like they were saying, COVID-19, and we can. But you mean who here in the various coalition center? It scared me. I have never seen this level of military intervention in our democratic process than now. Kwame, we'll say, in history, the Fourth Republic, when we parliamentary session a soldier for every to say the course last week, where will be that? So when we are there.
But people say that notwithstanding, we nyamra shebe before do baby no we able to ballot box we tem big dwane ne ade ade a edu baby a so wutie narrative na one must say a clerk of parliament no
bra kwame sebe this process has been envisaged many years ago into parliament e won no any security arrangement IFN the marshal
okayfm 101.7
Question: did the marshal call the soldiers to intervene?
Sana meti no afa baby.
Dabi. And yet, in fact, I have listened to conversation. Dominic Nitiwul and others say they call for the military involvement.
A certain platform, a public
platform. In fact, me and my boss crack a confrontino. Question: at the time, Nitiwo, yes, and he was no longer Minister of Defense, Anna.
Minister of Defense.
So, by what authority did he call for the military intervention? A civilian. Because at that time, he was an ordinary civilian like you and I.
And no cry, I said, I'm crying, me what questions?
No, the Amibacha one say, and no matter be brave, I call soa. Oh, enemy. You see, sometimes the thing is that, say, affect here directly now, we're a bit lukewarm towards it. But Obi was story be, or say they came for the Jews. I didn't say anything. They came for the Protestant. They say, I'm not a Protestant. They came for the Catholic. Me say, I'm not a Catholic. Then finally they came for me. And there was nobody to speak for me. There was nobody to speak for me. Kwame, are you not surprised that for the first time in American democratic way, you protesters almost told me from house the Senate anyway. They did not come to you as a surprise.
Papa.
They did not come to you as a surprise.
Papa, because America about
to say me who will be crying to me because now the speaker of the house now Kungum not so Did you ever imagine say a thing like this will happen in almighty America?
Dabi.
Inti nyoma bi okoso ni ehu ni ebu yeni o we di enfame ho e we ma da embe to me da one day obi nwa na say boom obi catch me say America of all nations maybe sabisia missing who because America you know the evangelists of democracy. And now look at what has happened.
I don't want to where they no we enkomo no a say ye ti o manfo adwene mu a de mo de akoda court ba tan no e court no nya de ben pa mamu samanyuku.
So you're speaking about almost 5 reliefs. Each one of the reliefs are there here per every court. I don't have the process with me immediately, but we are seeking almost 5 solid reliefs. Each one of them, once granted, will substantially change the 2020 election results and the declaration.
Wow. Medasano pay.
Ciao, Brakwame. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you, Miss Major Sopa.
Yo.
Lawyer Godwin, Edudzie Tamakloe, and okay, 101.7. So in
OKFM 101.7.